Alright, so let's go ahead and get our branch pushed up and merged to master and then pushed out to production. So first thing that we want to do is go ahead and just take a quick peek at our Git pages, our GitHub site, make sure that everything looks good there and we can see we're on branch 104. And then the next thing we want to do is make sure we have all of our files closed in Dreamweaver. So since we do, now we can go ahead and Commander and we'll run a git status to make sure we're still good, which we are. And then we'll do a git push origin 105-0, and we'll go ahead and put that up. We can see what's happened is Commander is actually asking me to enter my credentials in here. Sometimes it does it in here most of the time, but once in a while this will happen. And so now I want it again, which is silly, but that's okay. Gotta pay the piper. You gotta do whatever it wants you to do. It's kind of like taxes. In the end, you don't have a choice. Awesome. Okay, so I'm in. We did our push. We can see that we did our push. Let's go check our branch real quick. We can see that 105 was pushed up. And we'll do a quick refresh of 1xx, and at this point we should be able to see our 105 branch in error, which we can, which is awesome. Okay, so now we have our 105 branch up in there. The next thing we want to do is go and check out master and do our merge. So let's go back in and let's do a git check out master. Now we're in our master. We'll run a quick git status and make sure everything's clean in there, which it is. So we'll go ahead and do a git. And before we do that, let's go and check our localhost actually. So if we look at our localhost, because we checked out master at this point, we're just, all we have is our previous step 104, which was just loading the menu from our me site. And now once we merge it, we will actually see our site come into play. So let's go ahead and do git merge and then 105-0. We can see that we've had quite a few changes throughout the files, and if we come out here to our localhost now, we should notice that yep, we are loaded in there. And we're looking good, no errors. If you end up with some carousel errors, don't worry about that. That's something we'll address at a later point if we need to. But we can see that everything is working and working well. So we're good and we feel comfortable enough that at this point what we want to do is update our readme file. So we did quite a bit in step 105. Quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to open up our readme file. We can see that we have the master branch checked out, and we're going to right click on it and we're going to say open with Dreamweaver, and we're going to come down here underneath. You can always access this by going to the site and seeing what's there, and actually just going to the link as well. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll just let it all go. Awesome. So we'll save that in there, and we can see all of our diff checks and things like that. You won't have some of these things in yours like that. The code change, it's okay. That I put that there as a way for you to have something. So we'll go ahead. We'll close out the README file at this point, and we'll go back to our commander. We'll go ahead and we'll run a git status, and we'll see that is the README file is there. So we'll do a git add, and then we'll just git status again for fun, just to see it, which is awesome. And now that we have that, what we want to do is our my normal commit of the merge, and this will be 105.0. merged 105 branch into master, and we are good. So at this point, we'll go ahead and we'll do git push origin master. Put in my username and put in my password. And we are pushing out to our site. So let's go ahead to our GitHub. So let's go check that out. And we can see that our 105 branch has been merged into master. It's out there. We have all this information here. Got a little wonky, but that's okay. We'll fix that up next time around. And so we'll go ahead and we'll check our Git pages as well. And we can see that our Git pages is loading our content, and it's working exactly as we would have expected it to. We can click on a link and we can try that out. So all we have left now is to push to the production. So let's go ahead and let's go to our files and let's check our production site. Take a look at our production site. Let's do a refresh, empty cache. We know we're good there, no errors. So what we can do now is make sure we're connected to our remote, which we are. So we'll go ahead back to local view and we'll go ahead and we will do a sync. And we're just saying get and put. We'll decide what we want to do with the files after it's done checking them all out. And we can see that we have a couple files here that need some attention, and honestly we want them all to go up. So let's go ahead and they're all set to push. Let's push OK. Looks like our files pushed successfully, so let's go check out our production site. And there we go. We're actually in our production site now. Everything went live. We can click on our links. We can get our information. And that is awesome. So we are now good. That wraps up step 105. See you in step 106.